1960. Somewhere deep in the night, a man deserts. The Great War roars, fleeing the hell of the trenches. A lost soldier, stuck between two front lines, wandering through a desolate countryside. What's going on, Busy? Back with A Lost Man. Now, yes, I did play a demo of this not too long ago. It has been released now. So without further ado, let us begin the game. Please note, double left click to run. Right click an inventory item, description. Two inventory items can be combined. Nice. Let's see if I remember what I did at the start. Chapter 1. Somewhere deep in the night. Oh my goodness. 1960. It's a hand. Is that my hand? Am I the lost man? Here we are. Huh? In one piece? Damn my noggin. The sergeant had bellowed. To the east, the Huns to the east. I had it up me nose, in me eyes and me head. I turned due west and I ran. Well, stuck between two front lines. Here I am, a deserter. In no man's land. No, I can't remember a thing I did, so a tangle of branches and shaped like a ball. Just a bush. Let's go dark. Double click to run. It's starting to fall heavily here too. A narrow trail leads to the ruins. Shall we grab this here? Double click. A locker, let's see. Give me that first aid equipment. Nice. Did I combine these? No. If we come over this way, we get stopped by the dog. Hey, Wolfie. Ooh, you don't look polite. He ran away. The gravestone? I think the indicated road no longer exists. A stone wall. What more can be said? It's true. A wayside cross. It is about to collapse. Well, push it over. Which one do we... This is the church. I'm trying to remember what I did. Into the church we go. Work out where this man is. The door is open. Someone is humming inside. Oh, this is new. Greetings, my son. Welcome to our humble church. I know this is... I am Brother Andre. May the Lord guide your steps. Hello? It's a lovely church you have here. Thank you, my son. I strive to maintain it as best I can. God will decide if I will withstand the events to come. It'll be Big Bertha that decides, isn't it? The ways of the Lord are inscrutable, my son. Very fine instrument. Indeed, it dates back to the construction of the church. I play a bit of batch on it when I find a moment. I'd like to hear that. Maybe later, perhaps later. The front's very close, Brother Andre. That's true. I've been hearing blasts for the last few days. Wouldn't it be time for you to take shelter? Who but God could protect me, my son? Maybe a sturdy shelter a few miles away? Encounter a hellhound. Hell and the world. Here below are quite distinct, my son. After 2 years upon the front, I'm not sure anymore. I understand, my son. I understand. I rarely leave here. I've never seen that creature. I have to leave now, Brother Andre. May God watch over you, then. And you. Couldn't go down there. Let's go meet the gentleman. Back. The grumpy man, then we're going to come back and talk to this guy, I believe. If I remember correctly from the demo, the path leads for what appears to be a farmhouse. Some hay. Hay. Lots of hay. I wouldn't let it. Pretty sturdy. Some issue bag is really big. Chicken, 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 chicken. Could I crank that? A crank. Handy. Oh. I wouldn't have done it there because there's no bucket or anything on there. Hello, pig. What are you doing there, good fella? Okay, oink. Oink, oink. Well, see you around, my pig. It is open. Hello? Anyone there? The place looks deserted. As it should. Speeder. Oh, nothing. Great. Gentlemen. Man in the prime of life strikes a proud pose. Quite fancy. Tough log. Have a look over here. Is there something there? Even emptier than my soul. What the... Okay, let's get knocked down the stairs, shall we? Clear off. Out. Hello. Scram. Huh. Okay, but I wouldn't table further. Okay, let's get out of here. Now let's run back to the church. Because I believe we talked to the guy at the church and he tells us this guy's name, right? Hey, Al. Nice chat. The owl pierces me with its disdainful gaze. I have always had a problem with birds. Will I let myself be impressed by this plump bird? Ridiculous. I might talk to an owl. Hello? Get lost. Get. Talk to an owl. Yeah, there's no point. No, I want the church. Dang snap. Oh, nice. To the church, to the church. Hello, Father. I met an old farmer. Ah, you must mean that hearty Anselmy. He lives as a hermit now on his farm. I admit he might appear a bit gruff at first. You can say that again. In any case, if you meet him again, you can greet him from me, and tell him that his order is ready. I won't fail to, Brother Andre. I have to leave now. I must make my trek back to this farmer. Hey, how you going, mate? Clear off. Scram. Hello, Mr. Anselmy. Brother Andre says hello. He asked me to tell you that your order is ready. Ah. You had a chat with that good old Andre. He's the only bloke left around here. He sometimes stops by to see how things are and ramble on with his pierce prattle. Anyway, If old brother Andre trusts you, you can't be such a bad fellow. What do you want? Ah, thank you. Well, you're very well equipped in here. Ah, you mean my trusty rifle? It's a dangerous world we live in. You're not gonna argue with me, judging by your outfit? Indeed. You've got a fine pig out there. Ah, I knew it. You've come to pinch me, pig. No. Everyone's after me, pig. Nobody's touching Maurice. You hear me? Maurice? That's his name, my truest friend, and you want to slaughter him. But not at all. Watch out. Huh? I don't touch a damn pig. Nice portrait downstairs on the wall. Blimey, that's me. Those were the days. No wife, no kids, no war. One might say I've got no wife or kids now. But the damn Huns just had to bring their mugs into the area. There's a fierce dog out there. You mean Dingo? Not that fierce. He often hangs about the place. I leave him be as long as he doesn't come too close to my farm and my pig. If that's so, he'll taste my buckshot. Dingo. Nice. I saw a locked door downstairs. Mind talking about it? Oh. Someone pinched the key. You can bet those rascals had a hand in it. Rascals? Two soldiers like me, deserters as far as I can tell. They're done flinching me. They've kicked the bucket. The last survivor blew his brains out after burying his mate. Oh, good God. Interesting. Are you planning to leave? I don't care, Fig. My eldest was gunned down last year. Nothing left to lose. And no one's gonna make me give up my home. No one! I built it with my own hands, all by myself. If it has to go, I'll go with it. Go? Yeah. Seems pretty empty right now, though. Nothing has passed you greenhorn. Those two rascals helped themselves quite cheerfully, I gotta admit it. Any more kitties? Let's talk about something else. Oh, sore subject. Thanks for your help. Can I take a bit of coal? Sorry. Can I take a shovel? Gotta poke around, keep your place, soldier. Anything else to say? No. Okay. Run, soldier. What a fine tree. I didn't want to touch that tree, please. I want to go talk to Dingo. Dingo, Dingo. You're adorable. Good dog. Good. Let's stay calm now. I like how you're whimpering with your teeth still grinding. I can come on through. Shoo, birdies. A half-eaten corpse. Dingo must have been hungry. No judgment, please. Crunchy crunch. I hope Dingo will not mind. Is that a gun? A pistol rests beside the corpse. It could still be useful. It looks like I lost mine when I fled. There's only one bullet left. What's on here? I think I can pick up a small piece of magnetized scrap metal. Oh, nice. The bulb, it still seems intact. I'll take that too. Lovely. What's havoc around here? Anything else I can rummage through? Doesn't look like anything else. Can I combine anything? What about wrap you on you? My darling, I am happy to know you are keeping well. I hope this damn war will be over soon. Here in Paris, events are taking their course. The home front is keeping quiet. Take good care of yourself and come back to me alive. Your loving Eugenie. Oh. All girls look from the ambulance. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I know. I boned the corpse near the engine. A treat for Dingo. But Dingo's nowhere to be seen. Absurd. You're absurd. You're absurd. Anything else useful around these parts? Yeah. Okay. Give me some wood. Bundles of wood. A branch can always be useful. That was a branch. Nice. The gauze is wrapped around the stick end. The old one is watching. Can I chat to you again? Indeed, not so fierce, Dingo. Rather hungry, I'd say. Best not get too hungry near my shack. I'll take care of this filthy mutt. Huh? That wasn't very nice, sir. I want you. Can I get a bit of coal out of the bucket? I'll fight you for it. You want a light bulb? Bucket filled with coal. I completely forgot what I did. Yeah. Maybe use fire in the air and get rid of it. Okay, I didn't really mean to want to throw a bone. Of this. Ah ha ha ha. Man, does it touch the rope? Yeah, let's wind it down. And bring me back up something good. Something sparkling. A coin. That is something at least. Okay, that is something. I wonder if I can pay to go down to the catacombs. Would you like the madness? Here's a donation for the community, Brother Andre. My means are limited. Thank you, my son. You can go honor Brother Vitalis' memory. Nice. The sarcophagus has been damaged. What a lack of class. Can I, like, light this? No. Pale light, timidly. A few scattered bones. Can I grab them? Brother Vitalis? Indeed, my son, a holy man, the best of the Dominicans. A great traveller, a great preacher, and a great builder. He ended up a martyr during those cursed wars of religion. May the Lord grant him peace. The tomb is in pretty bad shape. I have not found the time to repair it. It was these two sorrowful souls who vandalized it, looking for something of value, I guess. May God forgive them. Two sorrowful souls? 2 soldiers wandering around the area. Who am I to cast the first stone at them? They're just trying to survive. God will judge his own. I have to leave, Brother Andrew. Okay. I wonder if now going back to this guy, I might be able to say something. Oh. Oh. Am I gonna get the... No. I was gonna knock the wheel over. By golly! Hell, son of a hang on, Maurice. I'll smoke that troublemaker. Why not? Take shovel too. Can I get anything else? No. Thanks for all that, buddy. Not the chicken. Phew. Can I dip that in the chicken blood? No. Now I've got coal and I got the shovel. I can dig up the grave now. Glad Dingo got away. Shovel! They used to tell me that all the time in the regiment. What? I'm going to do it. Oh, I was going to say. Well. Oh, that's lovely. Charming. The hand is clutching a notebook. I'll take that. What about your pocket? Got anything in your pocket? Damn. What about this one? Pocket is a small metal clip. I can get into the guy's basement now. That was what is in the crypt, wasn't it? They shoot. Anything else you can give me? Don't think so. What do I need the coal for? Oh, before I do that, notebook. It's settled. I'm getting the hell out tonight. I can't take it anymore. 2 weeks holed up like rats in this bloody trench. The last raid was a disaster. A real shooting gallery. Baptiste took a burst. I can see him rotting guts out from my hole day after day. No way we can go fetch his corpse without getting our mugs blown off. Fucking all fed up. And the fleas, and the filth, and the others. Damn it, the others. I got spotted by young Emil while sneaking off. He grabbed my shoulder as I wiggled out of the burrow. He whispered that he wanted to follow me, that he'd put a hole in his own head if I didn't take him along. We made it off the front. Somehow, trenches everywhere, got to play it smart. We've been trudging for hours, from thicket to thicket, watching every little twitch around us. Seems we've found a cushy spot for now. The sounds of the war feel pretty far off. Let's take a break. I've felt odd ever since we left. Bugger. I shat blood this morning. Oh, that's not nice. and I've never had such a headache in all my blasted life. I managed to get up, go to help Emil scout the area. Hunger's gnawing at us, and we barely got anything left in reserve. A mutt's been dogging us, but there's no way to get near it. What the hell does that pest want? Emil and I made out an old farm and a church nearby. Some stick of a guy with glasses is looking after the church. I think he's seen us from afar. I'm wary. Never could stomach those host eaters. On the farm we only saw an old bloke, never without his rifle. He spends his days at the window or outside his shack chatting with his pig. When night falls, he bars up the beast and shuffles off to bed. It's getting worse and worse. I don't know how a man can shit that much blood. We're bloody starving. We've decided to take action. Tonight, Emil will snoop around the good Lord's place while I deal with the farm. The old man crashed out in the attic. I rummaged through everything I could downstairs. Nothing too munch on. But I found a key hidden in the clock, got the big door open with it. There's a girl asleep in there. A girl. Right in the middle of nowhere. And not an ugly one, either. She sat up, shot me a blank look, without making a sound. I introduced myself the best I could. She answered fine, but I'm sure something's wrong. Goes by Justine. She wouldn't say anything about herself, or why she's rotting here. Her man kicked the bucket last year, a bullet right in the mug. Damn. A few weeks later, her brother copped a burst of machine gun fire, poor girl. We talked about the mutt too, don't know why, supposedly called Dingo. I didn't stick around. She handed me a loaf of bread and a bottle of milk. Okay, always something, I guess. Dingo, that's his name. We're mates now. We adopted him, or maybe the other way around. Anyway, he hangs with us now. So how did he die? Hope he's in a use, doesn't seem too sharp. He's already cheering us up. First time I've seen Emil happy. I got a rusty taste in my mouth since I woke. I went back to see Justine. We talked about this and that. At one point we shut up, stared at each other, and we knew what had to happen happened. Once we were done, oh my, she started jabbering away, Justine. Couldn't imagine a sadder life. She'd lost her kid at the start of the year, tuberculosis. I didn't catch it all, but she said she lost her grip at that point. The old man's her father. He's the one who locked her up there. Says it takes her a while to calm her hysterics. Oh my. Losing the eldest and the grandson made him nervous, the old man. Emil worries about me, poor little fellow. Worried about your noggin. We eat more or less our fill thanks to Justine, but I'll croak soon, I can feel it. I only get up to drag myself over to the farm when night falls. This Justine business scares Emil. Everything scares him. Everything will scare him from now on. Justine's slipping a bit more into madness every day, I can see it. She thinks she can communicate with the spirit of her kid. The thought won't leave her head. She's brewing an elixir. The recipe is foolproof. Her books say so. She's on at me to pour the mixture over the brat's grave. What? I don't understand a damn thing. For the past few days, her kisses taste of blood. 1 hour to lift a finger this morning, god damn. I'm burning up, so burning up, and freezing, and burning up. My anus is still spewing geysers. Justine suggested we go out for the first time. I hardly dragged myself along her arm, but I felt alright. In the courtyard, she tossed a coin into the well, while whispering some sort of incantation, something incomprehensible. Then she wanted to take a wander in the forest. She tossed another coin into the river while whispering. We walked to a little bridge. She stopped, looked at me, smiled, threw herself into the water. She couldn't swim any better than I could, the fool. Justine. I went to see the old man. No choice. I told him everything. When I finished my story, he thought for a long while and said, "Alright." Then he went back to his pig. I kept the room key. Don't know why, but it feels good to go there at night. My life hanging on by a thread now, a thread worn thin. Emil can see it. He's trying to keep my mind off it, but he's so sad. Dingo hasn't left my side since the morning. He's curled up against me, head on my legs, just waiting. The other day, Emil said that if I kicked the bucket, he'd blow his brains out. Always scared, no strength left to hold the pen. Oh my god. What a fucking story that was. This is the right key. Ah, I know that smell. It reeks of death, hospitals, and sorrow. I need to use them. A full-cheeked baby's photo. A drawer. A spot of book in the drawer. Introduction to Astrology, new edition. Yeah. We'll have a look at that in a second. A makeshift cushion stuffed with straw. It is soiled. A crumpled piece of paper is stuffed into the cushion. Tears of Good, Farm, Foam, Nocturnal Sang, Pestilent Appendix, Strands from Beyond the Grave. Oh, that's the recipe which I'm gonna have to make, aren't I? Hello there, rodent. A rodent first recipe in the jar. Yoink. Yuck. Rotten. That's lovely. A bottle of some sort here too. Spoiled vial. It is completely empty. Well, guess I'll be making an elixir on that. Anything else here that's interesting? They contain liquids more or less viscous. The names of the labels are incomprehensible. I don't even know what to know what's inside this. Okay, so we got what I need, right? I just need to read that. Oh, that was a creek. Okay, what's this? Oh no, that's the notebook. I don't want to load it. I want to read this. Ah, at last, some pictures. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Okay. Some stir signs. Suppose we go talk to the Faja. Hey, I heard you shoot your chicken. Sorry for your chicken. It had been getting on my nerves for too long. I'm sorry about your daughter. But, what? Butt out. Get lost. Forgive me, Ansel. It didn't mean to. Get lost. Fucking rude. Is he gonna tell me to piss off? Oh. Fucking sorry. You know, can I put the key back? Nah. Things are going crazy out here. I want to go chat to the guy at the place. Ah, yes. Okay. You're absurd. We're getting somewhere. How do I get you down? Don't say anything to blacken here. Aha. Some holy water, some hair. Some of that. The coal? No. It still sits proudly on the table. What am I missing? Farm foam. Nocturnal. Oh, I did a second one. Did I just do that by accident and now I've fucked it up? Oh. No. Okay. Told me I couldn't do that earlier, but unless I didn't try because I didn't want to do that. But we got the last ingredient for whatever thing we're making, so we got there in the end. Add the final ingredient. Something has happened. The flask contains a blackish liquid. It exudes a foul smell. Looks like I fancy myself a sorcerer. Yay! But now, where does one take this? To the church? Pour it into the sarcophagus? Well, let's test this mixture. Pure curiosity. Nothing. What could I have imagined? Sarcophagus has been damaged. One lack of class. Okay. But she did. So I made this and poured it in there. She did something else though. She said an incantation, didn't she? Yeah. Guess we'll go upstairs and see what happens. Oh! What the? Oh, hey. It lurks in tenebris lucid. Et tenebrae non comprehendent. You shall taste God's wrath, sinner. Eek! What did you expect? I am a pitiful soul just like you. I am waiting here ever so patiently. Aha. Ha. Your elixir has shaken my soul. I feel as if my departed carcass perishes all over again. Well, sorry about that. Didn't want to. Just curious. Ah, poor creature. Have no fear. I am Brother Vitalis, holy protector of the wretched. Why do you trouble me then, you runt? I must admit, don't know a lot about you. You bother me without knowing me? You bother me without knowing me? Rash creature. Ha! Human recklessness. Ha ha ha. Brother Andre has vaguely mentioned you. Brother mentions me vaguely? It suits this vague character quite well. Haha. I know that I lived 4 centuries ago. I was quite a hearty monk in those days. I have crossed countless lands, preaching to the ends of the earth. But one day, as I fished in the China Sea, I felt I was being called right here. After many adventures, my brothers and I reached this place. We cleared, built, suffered. Then those unfortunate religious disputes overtook us. My legendary fervor guided me. The punishment was severe, haha. And you then, scoundrel, who are you? I dunno. Life on hold, man about the shop. I keep him busy 2 fronts. Keep him busy 2 fronts? Ah, war. I've known the worst, the civil one. But my error was a bit more hands-on. Fingers quickly ended up in the other's guts. One hell of a workbench, you could say. Ha ha ha. The workbench has turned into a huge factory. Ha ha ha. That was a long drawn-out conversation. There's a lot. Oh my goodness. So, you're a ghost? All that does mean very Catholic to me. You awoke me to squabble over theology? You knave. No, no. Just trying to... I told you I am waiting. For everything else, it is not Vitalis you should be turning to. You've been called? Truly. But you would not understand, rascal. I will keep silent as the grave on this matter. Alright then. Did you build this church? You bet. I was as brave as a sword back then, I must confess that I was not alone. Divine will flowed through the brothers' veins, true dogs of God. This humble edifice is just a glimpse. It is nothing compared to the convent, raised through the sweat of our blood, Convent? I'd like to visit. Where can I find it? Search for yourself, rascal. The reward will only be greater. Or not, Haha. Great. It's pretty bad shape down here, buddy. Tell me about it. You are not the first to come and trouble my peace. 2 laggards, 2 swine, have been rooting around here, fouling everything they can across. Those creatures were already doomed. They will burn in Gehenna. He respects you greatly up there, you know. Greatly? Yes. His eagerness to repair my tomb proves it. I guess I'll leave it to it then. Always running, one would think the devil is chasing you, None of that helped me. Can you get inside this globe? What about this coal? Okay, let's go talk to things. Say we did something down there. I thought I said I'd mention a convent nearby. You are well informed, my son. Our community used to live there before this never-ending war began. I'd like to take a look. You'll find a path between the cemetery and the church. Follow it, and you should come across the convent. Thank you, Brother Andre. There's a trickster down there, by the way. Brother Vitalis was a holy man, the very embodiment of gentleness and chosen one of the Lord. I'm not sure we're talking about the same person, buddy. Pardon my son? Nothing. I was thinking aloud. I'm gonna leave you to this place. There's a path behind the church. Oh, this is where she fell down. A river flows peacefully. Stream doesn't seem bothered by it. Yeah, so that's what it was, right? She went this way. She then went to take a wander in the forest. She tossed another coin into the river while whispering. We walked to a little bridge. She stopped, looked at me, smiled, and then threw herself into the water. So this section here, I don't think there's anything I can use to... Can I grab some water? Alright. So she threw a coin here, then walked to here and threw herself in there. Oh my. This is sure a place. The painting shows a monk touched by grace. I must admit, I am not very familiar with religious symbolism. This huge door must lead to the rest of the convent. It is firmly sealed. The monk holds a book in his big hand. I cannot reach it. I have a ladder. The top of the book is a lid. The book hides an old stone key. Well, that's nice. What could it be used for? Clearly not this door right now. Oh, there's keyholes all the way along here. Strange symbol. Never seen anything like this in my life. I think I've seen these symbols somewhere. Yeah, in the book, but... So do I need to find 3 keys? No, do care if I closed it. Looks like a carved stone. What is the point? Well, I can put this in there. Oh, this one. Let's try them all and see what happens. Okay. Just none of these symbols. But on that side it's got Pisces. Was it Pisces? Leo. And Virgo. So what would I got? Leo, Virgo, Pisces? Oh, no, that's not that. That's Scorpio. I saw the convent. Good job. I know the work of laborious monks. Laborious and well guided. Ha ha ha. I came across a huge door. The brothers' paltry efforts to protect their worldly possessions are almost touching. And now, they ran away. Except that damn brother. Something strange about this cloister. Strange, you say? You built it, you know. I sense hidden intentions. Curious creature. You want to know more? Here's a gift for you, you meddler. This might interest you. Ooh. Sure. A she-wolf and her 3 cubs lived in a cave. Every day the she-wolf went out to hunt for the space of an hour. One day she went out, 1 hour passed, and she did not return. 2 hours passed, then 3 still she did not return. The 3 cubs held council, and the boldest of them got out to seek her. He went out, 1 hour passed, then 2, then 3, and he did not return. The 2 remaining cubs held council, and the boldest of them set out to seek them. He went out, 1 hour passed, 2, then 3, and he did not return. The last cub set out to seek them, and he did not return either. Okay, so how is this supposed to hit me at all? 2 summoned childhood friends happened to meet in the bed of a river. They decided to celebrate their reunion over a tankard. The weather was fine and warm. They drank cheerfully and shared the stories of their lives. Once their beverage was done, they decided to enjoy the lovely afternoon with a digestive swim. They were still chattering when a huge paw struck one, then the other. The 2 companions found themselves lying on the grass. The bear feasted well. That's horrible. How is this supposed to help me, sir? As the first sunlight touched our peaceful land, 2 devilish shapes appeared on the horizon. Their black stingers twitched ominously at the end of their tails. At the sight of them, the villagers braced themselves. They gathered forks and stakes and lay in wait. With nothing but God and their courage, they waited. The sly creatures ignored them, passed through the village, and carried on their way. As the first sunlight touched our peaceful land, a thirsty camel once called a halt at our tavern. He befriended the village fool and decided to stay. The 2 merry fellows were inseparable. They drank and laughed all day. The fool eventually died. Since then, our modest village boasted a camel for its fool. Long ago, lords warred mercilessly among themselves. The clans struck a blow for a blow, and as time passed, the battles grew ever fiercer. Blood flowed like rivers, corpses littered in borders of the kingdom. One day, as savagery and cruelty reached their height, a strange event occurred. The sun reached its zenith, and 3 lions of tremendous size appeared atop a mountain. Their manes were of fire, their teeth of bronze, and their pupils cast flames over the peaks. At this sight, the lords took their heels, returned to their lands, and never ever heard of again. So, Lion Leo. Is that what it's trying to tell me? A brave knight wished to pay homage to his lady. To impress her, he decided to slay the enormous dragon that terrorized the land. An old woman offered him a potion that would protect him from the fire. Without concern for the prize, he seized the potion, drank it, and rushed toward the fearsome creature. The flames bounced off the hero. He struck down the beast and tore a tooth from the smoking corpse. When he returned, arms laden with his gift, he found his lady charred. Ooh, that's a terrible thing. Fishermen smoked their pipes peacefully in a skiff. The water was calm, the day radiant. A school of carp passed nearby. With a skillful hand, one of the fishermen cast his net. One carp miraculously slipped free. Boundless joy seized the creature. Freedom intoxicated her. She swam with delight, reveling in the morning's freshness. When she returned to her dwelling, she remembered that she was an orphan. Oh my. A heavy heat pressed down upon the world. Earth and sky blended together. Night fell. One scorpion slowly emerged from his burrow. He was missing a leg. He limped. His sting was dried up. He surveyed the landscape around with him. He was alone. An unspeakable sadness overwhelmed him. He did breath stone and wept. Beneath the stone and wept. Okay, I think I get what's happening here. Do you have anything else to say? Odd book. Looks old. Not older than me. Haha. Haha. Okay. Do you have anything to say? The Commandant's massive. I did tell you that Brother Vitalis was a great builder. The main door has sealed last year to deter looters. Do you think that'll be enough? Only God knows, my son. Only God knows. Line 2? Am I getting that wrong? Clear the lion. Yeah, the code, it's the stone key. I'm at a loss. Ah, my young friend. Are you begging for St. Vincent's help? Are you truly certain? Yes, please, I just can't handle it. Well, study the path of the star, you knave. Well? The path of the star, I've already told you. Are you begging for another hint, rascal? Sorry, just one more, please. 5 locks and the light will be... Okay. Okay. What's he gonna do? Did he just open it for me? He just... That Vitalis. Is that what I was supposed to do? I'm gonna make a new save. At this point, just so I can go back and work it out and do it myself if that's the case, because that was just weird. What is this place? Did Vitalis build all this? Sturdy and rather immodest, that Jesus. Okay. Massy bull's head carved straight from the stone. I'm not going to rack my brains figuring out the symbolism of this. Was that a Buddha? That mug before in a book. Buddha. Yeah. What's this? Chest carved into the wall. Firmly sealed. Mechanisms aren't better than the chest. Vitalis, what have you hidden that is so precious? Okay, so this is then where these come in. So that's the lions. The teeth bronze people's cast. Brave Knight went out. Shiva from the Three Cubs. At the first sunlight. So try what? 142? No? Okay. Let's just do it. It's 2. I'm perplexed. Solid as the state is backpacking for my dear friends. I'm going to believe you. What's this chest? A pastime for lost souls. I feel like I'm wasting my time indeed. Saint Vitalis can give you a little help, rascal. I'm listening. Unleash your wrath, soldier. You're joking me. I thought I used the shovel on it. I've sat here for like an hour trying to do this and work it out, and he decides now to hit it with a shovel. Maybe I had to sit here for a certain amount of time to do it. Did it. What is it? Orb? Black? A black orb? Is it supposed to be worth anything? That doesn't sound good. What's going on? Oh, he's gone. Hey, something bad's happening out there. Found this strange in the strange cell. I know. I heard you shoveling from here. Sorry, brief loss of temper. I absolve you, scamp. Thus, you are the new bearer. I hope I have chosen wisely. What? A surprise awaits you at the old bears, my young friend. But Domin ut vidium. Bye. A surprise? The bearer? I'm tired. Oh. Here? Might. Ansel may be having visitors. Or has she returned? She has returned. Hi. Oh, Ginny? But what the hell have you come here for? Do you realize the situation? Well. I can see how happy you are to see me. I had warned you, didn't I? If you don't reply to my letters, I'll find you pronto. And for your information, I'm very much aware of the situation. I've been wandering around the area for days. What an awful war. Tell me about it. I'm a coward. I deserted. I know. I spoke with a few of your mates from the regiment the day before yesterday. One could say you didn't make things easy for me. Sorry. Then I spotted this farm. I tried talking to the dreadful owner, but with no success. Through all the swearing, I still caught that a sorrowful soul was hanging around here. I knew right away it was you, my darling. I was waiting about the storm, sheltered before carrying out with my search. Instantly insulted you? I'm hardly surprised. Anyway, you've found me. Scruffy, ragged and deserter. I don't think you can do much for me. Oh, stop your moaning, young man. I looked for you, I found you, but that's not all. Huh? Do you remember Uncle Albert? How could I forget that sinister character? Oh, you know he's very fond of me. And that he has plenty of connections in Paris and beyond. Seeing my distress at knowing you were in the middle of this slaughter, he took pity on me. So he does have a heart then. Quite the sarcasm for once. Quit the sarcasm, my dear. You're officially dead for your country. What? As I told you, officially dead. From now on, you'll be citizen Jean-Baptiste Pichon. Demobbed. I've got your new papers here, as well as a safe conduct that will let us get through the different checkpoints on the way. I never thought this old culture could save me. I'm glad to see you, my sweetheart. Let's hope. Come on, let's get out of this cesspit and back to life. Live? What the What is happening? So you're telling me the correct way to do that key one was to go back to him? What the? Whoa. Is she not going to ask the question as to what the hell that is? Oh my god, that took far too long to work out. I swear I used the shovel on that box, and it didn't let me. Leaving Paris in Chapter 2. Well, that definitely was something. My brain hurts. I swear I used the shovel on that box. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was A Lost Man, Chapter 1. My head hurts. It was fun. A little bit challenging here and there. It took me far too long to work out those ending puzzles. I still don't know if you were supposed to use the key to work out the actual puzzle, or just hand it back to him and let it happen the way I did. But we did that. Then it took far too long. But I'm gonna go back to the recordings. While I'm editing, I'll make a note if I did in fact use the shovel on that thing and it didn't work. Maybe you had to go through and wait and try to spin the things a certain amount of times before you could do it. Who knows? But it was fun nonetheless. Very interesting. I'm still confused about what's actually happening. Why he said the previous bearer or whatever. But, so does she know more than she knows, or is the uncle guy know more than he's about? But anyway, if you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and we shall return to A Lost Man when Chapter 2 comes out. See you then.